Hi guys, it's Emma. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, well honestly I don't know if this is a good video to be an introduction to people, or it's probably not going to make a whole lot of sense, because this is sort of an update video. I haven't been very active on here for quite a while. It's not like that's ever happened before, but there has been an actually good reason for why I haven't been active for a little while. Good and bad reasons. A good reason in that I haven't been that active because I've been sort of prepping things behind the scenes to move forward with some stuff. And also I've been planning to move forward with that stuff for a while, that I didn't want to post content on here that didn't really make sense for what I was going to do going forward, and I didn't mean for it to be this long, that it would take me to get all this stuff sorted. I'm being really cryptic again, as I always am, and there's no point being cryptic because this is the video where I'm going to tell you guys what's going on, basically. Let's do the update thing. So at the end of last year, I started talking quite a bit about how this year I was going to make big changes to my presence on social media as a musician, because I've talked lots to anybody who's followed me for quite a while. I've talked lots about wanting to transition from being an artist, which I've never really had a huge amount of success doing, and also never really committed to that much, if we're honest. This shirt is very, very white on camera. I'm just realizing how white I am right now, but I hopefully will fix that in the edit. It won't look quite so bright. No! Distracted. Okay. I've never really fully committed to being an artist, and that's part of why I haven't seen much success in it, is because I haven't really been consistent with it, and it's because I don't really want to do that. Like, I'm going to keep putting out my own original music as an artist. For those of you who don't know, just stumbled upon this, I do put out original music under the name Emma currently, and that's been sort of my main presence on social media as a musician, is as an artist. But I've realised in recent years that I don't get that buzz that a lot of other performers and artists I know get. Like, when I'm talking to other artists and they will talk about that moment on stage when someone sings back their song, or when someone comes up and tells them how much their song meant to them afterwards. Like, I've had a few people, in particular when I put Baby Steps out, when I was playing that at open mics and stuff, people would regularly come up and tell me how much they loved that song, and how it really touched them, because, you know, it was the kind of song that had that effect on people, which obviously was lovely to hear. But I didn't get that same intense feeling that a lot of artists describe getting. And I didn't really have that dream. Like, I don't dream of big stages and people singing my songs back at me. I dream of sitting in rooms having conversations with other musicians. I want to keep creating my own original music so that I have a space to just create for the sake of creating, you know? And I want to commit to that more and give it the space it deserves. So I am going to be launching a new artist project, and I'll talk a little bit more about that at the end of the video. And in the coming months. I do want to commit to that properly and do it properly, because I haven't done it properly until now. I didn't really pick an artist name. I didn't really put my socials together well for that. And I've been doing everything all on one space. All of my presence as a musician online has been all on one set of socials, and that hasn't really worked. So yeah, I want to do that properly going forward, but it's not my priority. My priority is going to be making money in the music industry in some way. And currently I make it mostly by performing for people, so I will be pushing more of my showreel stuff and trying to, you know, get better paying gigs. So yeah, if you're looking for people for birthday parties and private events and stuff like that, this is your gal. This is your gal. But also I want to push more me working as a musician on these socials. That's why the main big change going forward is going to be that I'm separating out my social media to allow for a space for me to do my artist project and do it justice, and a space for me to just be a working musician online and advertise myself more to clients and other musicians, because I want to make money. The main way I really want to make my money is songwriting, production. I really want to get more into audio engineering, and I want to become a better qualified audio engineer so that I can record other people's stuff with and for them. I want to hopefully one day have some sort of studio type space. A studio. I want to have a studio, basically. I want to have a studio, but I don't want it to just be a recording studio. I would like to create a recording and media based sort of hub. In my dream world, it has like a venue underneath where people can come to put on local gigs, and it would have lots of like charitable applications as well, in terms of putting on events for the local community and stuff like that. In my dream world, that's what it looks like. But the main thing, first of all, is just I'd like a studio where I can record things that are usable to other musicians. And I like working on other people's stuff And the best part for me was when I was working on this recent album was involving other musicians and just letting them do their thing and then putting that in and making it work in my thing. And I realized that I really want to be doing that with and for other people. Anyway, not the point. Point being, this channel and all of my current socials are going to be more that side of things. They are going to be my professional musician social media. And at some point in the not too distant future, i.e. within the next couple of months, I will be creating a new set of socials. So new YouTube channel, new Facebook page, new Instagram, new TikTok, and those socials will be for my new artist project. And I will tell you more about that, including the name, once I'm ready to start doing it, just because I don't want to tell you guys now what it's going to be, and then knowing me, I'll find some problem like 2 weeks down the line. I'll be like setting up my socials on something and I'll realize that I can't call it that for some reason. I'll have to go back to the drawing board, or something will go wrong if I tell you guys now all of the details. And there's no point telling you now about the new artist project in detail because it's not there yet. It doesn't exist yet, but it's going to exist soon. Part of why this video has taken so long to manifest, and why, even though this was a plan that I had at the start of the year and I planned that it would already be happening by this point, it's been delayed massively because unfortunately my album that I've been talking to you guys quite a bit about has been delayed massively, partially because of my own fault, in that I wasn't very organised and I didn't get stuff done when I was meant to get it done, and so delays. And also because of some unavoidable stuff going on with my friends and their studio that I was recording it at. If you guys follow Esh House Audio, you'll have seen them make a post recently about everything that's going on with them. Because of that, there has been delays in getting this album out, and I wanted to finish the album, put that out, and then do all of my rebrand and my relaunch and stuff. Because obviously I wanted to finish the album, finish all of my stuff as Emma, and going forward this new artist project I will not be releasing anything under the name Emma anymore. I will be releasing it under a new artist name. But I've now realised that this album could well end up being delayed further, because even if I get the mix back next week, I've got to get it mastered and then I've got to get everything scheduled. So the album is coming and will come out soon, hopefully. Hopefully. But I've decided to move forward with the other projects and the changes to my social media and before the album is out, because I don't want to sit around waiting anymore, because I've done that my whole life basically. I do this a lot. I delay actually moving forward with plans, and I have all these excuses and reasons, valid reasons for why things get delayed, but then I use it as an excuse to just not move forward at all. So we're not doing that this year. We're 6 months into the year, 6 months down already. We were supposed to have more done than this. No. This is not good. So yeah, that's the update, basically. Not really that interesting, so sorry if you have found this as my first video, because that's not very interesting. But basically what you can expect going forward is that this channel will, 1, feature a lot of showreel content promoting me as a performing musician, as a singer that you can hire for projects and stuff, and 2, go back to doing more of that songwriting challenge, production style videos aimed more at fellow musicians, fellow creatives, fellow production and audio engineering geeks. That's what this channel is going to look like. So it's going to look very different, because it's not really going to feature any of my own original music in the way it did before. No music videos, no acoustic versions of my songs. That's not going to feature on this channel anymore, because that's not the purpose of the channel. I'll still talk about my original music on here because it's silly. Like, I am still the person putting out that music. This channel still belongs to that person too. So I will be, you know, when I start launching that new artist project, I'll talk about it. I'll tell you guys when I have a new single out and stuff like that. But I won't put any of the promotional material on this channel. There will be a new separate channel for my new artist project, with the exception of the album when it comes out. When that comes out, we'll do a little bit of content around the album for a couple of weeks to say, it's done, guys! Woo! And there will also be changes to my Buy Me a Coffee because of that. I'm currently not going to change things just yet, but when I launch my new artist project, what I'll be doing is I'll be introducing 2 new tiers to my Buy Me a Coffee. So there'll be the current tier will be changed into just the Hyatt's and a music tier, which will be if you want to get behind the scenes stuff from this channel, other me working as a musician type content will be on there. But if you just want to follow my artist project and support that, then there'll be a separate Buy Me a Coffee tier for that. And then I will also have a combined one, just so that if you want to just follow both, you're not paying for both, you'll get it at cheaper rate than paying for both would be, because that would be silly to pay for both. And I will actually post on my Buy Me a Coffee properly going forward, because I know what I'm doing now, and I'm gonna actually know what type of content to post. Whereas before I had no idea what to really post until I had a single coming out, and even then I didn't really know what to post. But I think I've figured this stuff out now, and I know what I'm doing going forward. So yeah. So for the next couple of weeks, the content you'll probably be seeing is me posting all this showreel content that I've been filming to try and update that. And then soon I will be putting up my first videos of me talking about Musician Life, sharing tips and tricks and stuff, talking about production. If you have any ideas for styles of videos that you would particularly like to see, let me know, and I will keep you guys updated. Well, I will update you when I am ready to launch my artist project. But yeah, I think that's everything. So I will be posting showreel content next week, and I will see you soon with another video. Bye! Sorry about the weirdness that is the backdrop. I'm not changing my branding in terms of like the backdrop and everything, and the fact that I'm very formally dressed. Like, this is a very serious video, guys. No, I literally was just filming some showreel content before this and decided to film this video as I was doing that. So I've left up the dramatic I'm on a stage backdrop. Do you like my red backdrop, guys? Isn't it pretty?